Now, nobody really knows what's going to happen with AI, but right now it's here, and it's probably here to stay. And if I tell you that I could get you 5 weeks of vacation time just by using AI, you'd probably see here and go, I'm crazy. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another episode of your 5-Minute Friday. I'm your host, Dr. Glenn Krieger. And today I want to give you one tip, just one tip, to bring you more free time to spend with your family. Now, I spoke about this at the AAO meeting not long ago, and I have spoken about this numerous times, and I think I've even written this in journal articles and magazines. But there's one thing, just one thing you can do to increase your productivity and help you tremendously. And many of you are using it already, but not to its maximum. It's called artificial intelligence. Now, I know, it's going to take over the world, it's going to turn the robots against us, and the world's going to come to an end. Now, nobody really knows what's going to happen with AI, but right now it's here, and it's probably here to stay. And if I tell you that I could get you 5 weeks of vacation time just by using AI, you'd probably see here and go, I'm crazy. You know, what are you talking about, Glenn? Well, let me tell you how to get 5 weeks of vacation using AI. Now, I use AI every day. What do you use it for? Well, most of you have heard of ChatGPT, and that's what we use it for more than anything, right? ChatGPT has been a really innovative product to allow us the opportunity to do things that we ordinarily wouldn't be able to do. For instance, there's an angry mom or dad who writes something to your practice in an email and says, hey, I'm really upset at what you did here, right? And your team member or you has to sit, read through it, do your thing. Why not just copy that, throw it into ChatGPT and say, write me and now you have to insert what kind of email you want back. Write me a conciliatory email response. Write me a firm response. Write me an angry response. It'll write you in any tone you want it to. And you can write in there, write me a firm response back to this email, letting them know that there are only a limited number of spots available at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm sorry, little Johnny can't get it every time because we try to share those among all of our patients. And ChatGPT will write you a beautiful email that you can then send. Now remember, most of our team members, mine, maybe not yours, are not English PhDs. They are not exceptional writers, and their spelling and their grammar might have problems from time to time. Make it a note in your practice that nobody sends out an email or a message to any patient without running it through ChatGPT first for spelling and punctuation. Again, it's important to do these things so you don't look foolish when your team member writes a wrong spelling of their, right? Or they put punctuation that doesn't belong, or quotation marks that don't belong, or any number of things. You want to run that through ChatGPT. But at its broadest concept, you could use ChatGPT for all those sorts of things. But you know, there's a ton of other products out there that you can be doing. There are products that will read PDFs for you. Like if you want to read some scientific articles, they will read the PDF for you in a second, literally. And then after the PDF is read, it'll give you a full summary in detail, and you can ask it questions that it will then answer, not just interpreting, well, not just internal, meaning how many patients were in this study. It'll tell you, but what do these studies mean in terms of clinical practice? It'll actually extrapolate from that and help you along. There's so many places that AI can help you. It really is exceptional. It'll create presentations for you. Hey, Dr. Krieger, you ready to go to lunch with that doctor? What lunch? With what doctor? Oh, you know, the one that you told that you would show them a great presentation on when to refer patients for their first orthodontic visit. Uh-oh, I don't even have a presentation. You know, there are websites that I've used, and I won't get into them now because I don't want to make it about that, but you will go to websites that are relatively inexpensive that will allow you the opportunity to simply punch in what you want it to be on, and it'll make the whole presentation for you in 3 minutes and do a really good job with it. So using AI will make your life so much easier, aside from things which you should be using it already for, like, I'm going to Cleveland for the weekend. What are some things I should go see? Or I'm going to Japan. What are some of the better restaurants? Or I'm going to Colorado. What are some fun snow sports to do? I mean, a silly question, but you get the point. You should be using sort of AI in every aspect of your life. You already are, right? If you have Siri or Alexa or any of those things, you're already using it on a regular basis. But in your practice, legitimately, it will save you an hour a day. Give me 15 marketing ideas to market to this particular demographic and spell out what the demographic is, right? Tell me a great gift. There's an AI-based program that will actually tell you what kind of gift to get somebody, and it'll give you the links on Amazon. If you describe their age, their interests, and what have you, it'll give you a whole list of gifts, right? Or imagine gifting to your referring doctors. So let's assume you use AI the right way. And I think the day will come, where we have assistants to run the AI for us in our lives. Meaning a job in my office that their sole purpose is to run all the AI-based apps for productivity in the office, for marketing ideas, for deliveries, for grammar, for punctuation, for letters, for correspondence, for ideas. There will come a day where there will be somebody in our office who will do only that. Not as a part of their job, but that will be their only job, is every day running through all the AI to make things better for all of us. But for now, if you use AI to save you 1 hour a day on a standard 4-day work week, right? It'll save you. Don't use it for an hour. Use it to save you an hour, right? If I said to you, this mom wrote me this nasty email that, nobody comes in at 4 o'clock. She wants to come in at 4 o'clock every single day, and she can't. And she doesn't understand why your crappy practice can't give her and Johnny a 4 p.m. appointment every time. Now you're going to write a response, and maybe that response will take you 10 minutes. Maybe it'll take you 15 minutes. Maybe you're going to agonize over it and write it 3 times, and it'll take you 45 minutes. But let's say you put it in ChatGPT and you have something in literally 1 minute. I'll save you 10 to 15 minutes right there from that. Maybe on the same day, you're looking for marketing ideas that would ordinarily have you sit for a half an hour or 45 minutes, and it comes up with 20 marketing ideas for you in literally a second. Maybe you're looking to name that limited retainer program you developed, right? You just don't say, try our limited retainer program. You want to give it a name. That's classic Todd Brown, Dan Kennedy, unique selling proposition, right? How long are you going to sit and come up with a name? You think you're going to do a great job with it? Use ChatGPT or other software. You'll have it in 30 seconds, and it'll be way better than anything you can do on your own. You saved yourself way more than an hour that day, right? So now, if you save yourself an hour by using AI for 5 minutes, and you save yourself an hour 4 days a week for 50 weeks a year, right? That's 200 hours. That's 5 weeks, a 40-hour vacation. Literally. Now, here's the warning, and I always say this when I lecture. Using AI is going to make you dumber in certain things, right? For instance, I love writing letters to anybody. I love writing. It's always been a joy of mine. Policies and systems always, by the way, it'll make policies and systems for you as well, and checklists and all sorts of things. I don't enjoy those things quite as much, but I don't do them as well now because ChatGPT, if I need a job description for somebody who I'm hiring in a new position, or my existing assistants need a job description, I have ChatGPT write it and I clean it up. And remember, the better your prompt, the better you tell ChatGPT what to write, the more likely it is to meet what you want. So if you just say, write me a job description for a dental assistant, it'll write you one, but it won't be great. But if you say, write me a comprehensive job description for a clinical orthodontist who does X, Y, Z, A, B, C, and does this in my office and blah, 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 you'll get a really good job description. And generally, it'll also probably be legal quality, right? Where it meets some of the requirements of what a job description needs to have. So again, if you do that, you're going to get dumber at those things. You're not going to write a job description as well as you used to. So use that time to get better at other things, right? Otherwise, you're just going backwards. And then it becomes like the movie WALL-E, where in the future, everything's automated and we're all big and fat and sitting on a lounger, stupid, watching, screen devices all the time. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't that what's going on now? Not for me, it isn't. So when I save my time, it's okay. Get better at playing guitar, right? Get better at your golf game. You'll notice I'm not saying go spend more time with your kids because you've heard me rail against that one 1,000 times. Spend more time on you, becoming a better version of you so that you can be better for everybody else. But remember, if you use AI, you can get 5 weeks vacation easily by diving into it and learning more. We're going to have some classes on it at OrthoPreneurs University at some point, but if you're coming to OrthoPreneurs Summit at Sea, We have a couple of people who are going to be talking about this. And of course, you can pull me aside and I can help work on it with you. But go to opsummit2024.com. We'll be on a boat together for, well, 3 days, but really 2 because one of them is in Cozumel. But grab me at any point. We'll sit down. We'll talk about AI and some of the cool programs that are out there and how you can do it to make your life better and get more free time. So, opsummit2024.com. Can't wait to see you there. I hope this helps you and wishing you a great day.